If you don't have the rapport and then you go about teaching the content or teaching the curriculum, you don't get the same interest. Students aren't engaged. They're not motivated yet. They don't necessarily want to learn unless they know that the teacher is invested in them. I think for me, at every school I've been at, I want to be able to leave a legacy behind. I want to be able to know that I've made a marked difference of some sort. For me, education's about making a difference, and if I'm not able to make the difference, then I would question why I'm in the role that I'm in. You know, when you teach a class, you make a difference in the children's lives. And over the years, over the 31 years, I've met many past students that I know that I've left a mark on a student, or I had a student that was very demotivated, especially in the area of maths. His experiences were not as positive. He had lacked confidence and lacked self-esteem and really was doubting himself. And I think one thing that educators do, and they do fairly well, is that they remind the students that the world is their oyster. You put in the effort, you'll get the reward. But it's also up to us to ensure that we're catering for those students and those individual differences that students need. I worked really closely with him to try and remind him that he is capable and that he can achieve anything he wants to achieve. He just has to put his mind to it. I provided him with a lot more extension work and worked closely with him to try to extend him further. And then when he started to see the successes, we were able to turn him around. So within 3 months or so, we started to see a transformation in him. And I know within 6 months, we started to see him excel in the area of maths. And this was not something that we had seen before. And I know by the completion of the year, that student went on to achieve wonders in the area of maths. And I know at this stage in his life, he's actually a lawyer now. And so previous conversations that I've had with him, he's made the point that he remembers me very well because I did make a difference in his life. And it's those moments that keep me motivated to want to be in education and to continue to make a difference. I know here at this school, my job is to make sure that we have the staffing and the right resources to ensure that the students that do want to get a 90s plus ATAR will get that. But the other passion that I have is that not everyone is academically inclined, so not everyone is out to get an ATAR of 90 plus. You have some students that want to pursue a traineeship program. You have some students that want to go on to TAFE to look at apprenticeships of some sort. So now we have, at Unity, we have introduced the SBAT courses. We've introduced our VET courses because we want students to have alternative pathways. Many youth, especially in their adolescent years, are unsure of what they want to do or what career pathways they do want to pursue later on in life. So you may find that students have one idea in year 9 and year 10, and then you'll find in year 11 they have alternative ideas, and then in year 12 they have alternative ideas. So I think it's important that we expose people to as many different pathways as possible. And that's why I think SBAT is one pathway that students can take. VET courses is one pathway that students can take, but it gives them a different insight into different areas that they can pursue. If students want to pursue a university pathway, then they will get that opportunity, inshallah, to complete that university pathway. One thing that we're really proud of is that even with early entries, 100% of the students that have applied for a university pathway have actually had a university offer made to them. At Unity Grammar, we build relationships in a couple of ways. We start the academic year with Discovery Week. It's a camp for the entire senior school. So we want the entire senior school cohort from year 7 right through to year 12 attend camp for 3 days. And the purpose of camp is, one, we build student relationships so that the students actually get to know their peers in an informal setting. We want them to partake in activities where we bring those students together. And this is a good way to break down any barriers that may exist between student and student. It's also an opportunity for educators to get to know one another because they see each other in an informal setting and they do get to know each other. Often you'll find that the staff may not necessarily get that opportunity. The third is the parent relationships. So on the Friday, for example, during Discovery Week, we bring the parents in, and the parents actually come in over a lunch, a barbecued lunch. They sit with the staff and they actually engage in dialogue with the staff so that they can get to know the teachers. We want to build those relationships so that they can see that education is a real partnership. You need all stakeholders to come together, to work together in order to achieve the best possible results for our students. Building those relationships are pivotal. They're crucial in developing the student further and ensuring that the student's education remains at the forefront of what we're doing.